Hello, good morning to all of
Morning.
you. Welcome back. Big news. So, yeah, the biggest company right now that's really leaning into these prescription medicines that we've seen all over social media, Weight Watchers. For decades, Weight Watchers has said, look, count your points.
Yeah.
Add some exercise to your day. That's the path. Well, now they're saying, hey, these medicines may be a way to jumpstart everything. They've actually bought a telehealth company called Sequence, and they are, with a doctor's prescription, allowing you to get things like Wegovy, Saxenda, Contract. These are weight loss prescription medicines. And it's a really interesting, they call it an inflection point in weight loss.
It's so interesting. So then has there been any backlash with some of these medications could be considered a shortcut, if you will?
You know what? There's always people who are going to criticize everything, and this is no different. Yeah, people are saying, I did it the hard way. This is a shortcut. This is a quick fix.
I don't like shortcuts that's sustainable.
Right, and that's a big question, right? Long term, does this make sense? Weight Watchers' position on this is it's another tool in the toolkit. And as the chief scientific officer told me, and I thought this was poignant, look, there's no pill, there's no shot, there's no injection that is going to teach you how to eat healthy and add movement to your day. You've got to do some of the work. But if this is what it takes to jumpstart your journey on weight loss, and if it can sustain you and be something that works for you after you've tried so many other things, let's give it a go.
Yeah. So let's say you fall into that category. What should people talk to their doctor about before they, resort to drugs like this?
We talked to Dr. Priya Jasangani over at NYU. She's an obesity medicine specialist and an endocrinologist. What she says is these telemedicine visits aren't enough. She wants you to go in and see a doctor in person. Why? Because there are certain things that the doctor needs to feel, like your thyroid gland. One of the rare side effects is a certain kind of thyroid cancer. They can look at your BMI, your weight, right, and say, okay, you qualify, but what about taking measurements of your actual waist? The way that you carry your weight might be different than the way that I carry my weight. So she wants people to get blood work done and really see a doctor and then figure out exactly which type of drug is best for that, because it's not one size fits all. And also work with someone long term to develop a sustainable eating habit and pattern, nutritional pattern for yourself that will work so that if you do go off the drugs, you're still going to be okay.
And these drugs aren't cheap.
They are not, Al. Just because you're approved doesn't mean your insurance will cover it, or even with insurance coverage that you can afford it. So that is really important. You want to do that research as well.
And do we know, I mean, we hear that, oh, it's safe, but what about long-term side effects? Because everything's got a side effect. Look, I had gastric bypass over 20 years ago. There was a side effect. That's what one of my problems last year. So what about the side effects of these?
I'm so glad you brought that up. Look, some of these drugs have been around just for a couple of years. Some have been around for 10 years. Dr. Jasangani says so far, the research and the data suggest they are safe. And to look at obesity as a long-term illness, a chronic condition. Some chronic conditions require you to take medicines for a long time. But the bottom line is we are still somewhat early. 2 to 10 years isn't a lifetime looking at these drugs.
It's a good conversation.
When you think about food as medicine, I think that's really key. Getting back to eating whole foods that are not processed and trying to just get out of your body is so important. I know it's not easy. It's not cost effective. Obesity is a big problem in this country, but we need to approach it from all different angles.
Long-term is the only
Only real answer.
proven solution.
Good conversation.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.